Three clicks and poof, but that won't do.
Hello, 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 and welcome to the first ever interview here on Mike and Ministry. I am Janaya, your host and producer of this interview, and I would love to introduce to you my good friend, my lovely friend, a talented woman, amazing singer, Andriana Seay.
Hey y'all.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I am really good. Glad to be here.
Oh yes, I'm glad you're here
I'm
too.
excited.
Okay, so to start us off, let the people know where are you from and who is Andriana Seay?
I am originally from South Bend, Indiana. That's where I grew up and was raised. And I now live in Nashville, Tennessee. And Andriana Seay, let's see. But mainly, I'm a vocalist, an artist, vocal coach. So yeah, all things voice.
I know, but I don't know if the people know. What is your background in music? Like, when did you start singing? I know that you do a lot of background vocal things. So, like, when did that start happening?
I can't remember when I actually started singing because I was always around it with my family. Both sides of my family are very musical. My dad was a minister of music before he was a pastor, PK. My mom was known for singing, so beautiful, powerful alto. And then, like, even my extended family, like, we all would come together and just, that would be our family time. We thought everybody did it. But like, people were like, oh, wow. I was like, y'all don't do this.
This is a treat. Like,
but yeah, we that's our thing. We come together and we get around the piano, we sing, we have a good time. Even though I had a desire to pursue music, it wasn't encouraged to like go to college for music.
no, because it's like, oh, it's not going to make you enough money.
Exactly.
You got to get something else. Let that be.
You gotta get your benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the things. Which parents and family want the best for you.
Totally understandable.
And I get that. So I just went ahead and went to school for music still. And I have an undergrad degree in classical music performance from Alabama A&M University.
Okay.
Then I went on to grad school for commercial music performance, voice. And commercial music just meaning anything outside of classical.
Right,
Honestly.
yeah.
Through that, I've been in like different bands, singing, like I would sing at weddings and all that good stuff. And I was in a band with my cousins. And it was like a Earth, Wind, and Fire inspired band. They're still actually going and doing great.
Oh, wow.
Element 11, shout out.
Okay.
Look them up. Since I've been in Nashville, started doing like singing background for friends first while I was in school. And that's kind of what got me going. Because people move on and start doing bigger things and serious things. And that turned into like word of mouth. Hey, somebody's looking for a singer. So then I got the opportunity to sing with We the Kingdom as a background singer. And was on tour with them for 3 years. So they're kind of on a break right now. So like I'm off the road right now from them, but it was a good strong 3 years.
Yeah, I was saying 3 years.
Yeah.
That'll do some stuff.
Yeah.
Good
learned
stuff,
a lot.
not implying like bad things. But
Very good things. Very good. A lot of good lessons learned and a lot of growth in many ways, not just vocally, but spiritually and socially, just knowing how to interact with people and live with people that's not your family.
Yep.
So yeah, a lot of stuff and many other experiences wrapped up in that with other like sessions and shows, one-off shows and things like that.
So you said you are basically a vocalist, vocal coach, artist. How would you categorize yourself when it comes to genre?
That has always been like the toggle for me. I would classify myself still R&B, R&B inspirational, somewhere in that lane. And I say it was always been a toggle because, kind of trying to decide, do I want to go fully Christian? Do I want to go, fully R&B? I felt like I had to pick one side, but, now it's like pretty normal to like, live in the in-between in the way of like musical style, you know? Gospel music is a big part of who I am and what influenced me in music, but so is R&B. So I didn't want to neglect that side. And now I'm writing music that feels like R&B, but the message still holds true to what I believe in.
I understand like the struggle or the toggle, because it's like you want to make regular music, whether it's R&B, rock, pop, whatever is your style. But at the same time, it's like I also like, the Christian world. I like making gospel or singing gospel, but it sucks that we have to pick a side.
Yeah, when you think about marketing and all the things, people are like, the people have to know what lane you're in. They have to know what to expect. But,
you make it work.
Yeah, I'm
work.
just going to create whatever the Lord gives to me. So, and if that's talking about him, wonderful. If it's talking about life and like romantic love, wonderful. That's fine. We all experience that.
I mean, he's going to speak through whichever one. Anyway,
right, exactly.
Well, you've mentioned a lot of background vocal stuff. But what are you doing now? Is there a word out there that you're becoming a solo artist?
Yes. That is in the works now, finally. I've put out a couple of things before, but like hadn't stuck to like the artist track in my career. So now I feel like I have clear vision of what I want to say. That's what we're working on now. I've been writing and about to start recording some of that stuff soon. So yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
And performing.
That is exciting. I love a good performance.
Yeah.
Okay. In our little chat before, you shared with me a bit of the journey of becoming a solo artist. When did you decide to become more serious? I mean, I know you've always been serious about it, but now you're in the studio a bit more often, writing more often, planning to release something soon. So like when did that momentum come?
Very recently. It's still kind of new.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like the Lord's been preparing me. So I've been able to be around things that kept the vision close. I always felt like I wasn't quite sure yet how I wanted to go about it. Like I wasn't quite sure. Like I was talking about toggling in between Christian and R&B. Like that had me stuck for a while. And I know that was nothing but like me in my own head and me trying to like keep me scared, basically. The Lord just brought it to my attention like, hey, you can just say what I'm giving you to say. Like, and then also just, again, noticing the lane for that these days. Like, it's a lot of R&B style Christian artists out there.
Oh, yeah.
I really just think coming into who I am as a woman and knowing how I feel about things and knowing that my experiences and thoughts and beliefs around my experiences can help somebody. So, and it's like, I have to stop sitting on it.
And just do.
Yeah.
And just do
it. So I'm just doing it. And then, of course, like friends around me who've been like great motivators too. Like I have friends who are also artists and even friends like you who are, supporters of the arts. You're starting your thing now. We're here. You're doing it.
And
so
I'm
like
trying.
You're doing it. So now I have to do it too. So
hey, we are all here to support each other at the end of the day. Like, what advice would you give to someone that's in the same position as you or someone that's wanting to pursue a solo artist career but don't have the confidence or have the doubts in their mind?
What advice?
Because you're in it right now.
Yeah. You really just have to do it, honestly. Like it's not a point where you're going to be like, yes, okay, I feel ready now. And then, it might be a day where you're just like, wow, I feel motivated. And then you start planning and then the next day you feel terrified. That happens too. But you can't let those days where you're feeling terrified stop you. You have to just keep working at it. So like write down the vision, make it plain, and just walk it out. No matter what you feel like, because all kinds of things, especially the enemy. If you are working in the will of God, the enemy is coming after you. That's just is what it is. Not to make you scared, but just know that like those feelings of imposter syndrome or anxiety and fear around what you're gifted with is nothing but the enemy trying to stop you from giving God glory. So you have to just resist that and keep walking in what you were gifted with.
As plain as it is, it sounds so easy and simple.
I know, but it's
so
not
hard.
easy.
It is so
It's not easy. It wasn't meant to be either.
I tell myself all the time, I'm gonna do my part. I'm gonna let the Lord do His part. In order for me, for this whole thing to happen, I have to do my part.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Just gotta keep it going.
Got to.
Well, one of the biggest questions that I feel like anybody have in their mind regarding artists who walk in their faith daily, consistently, but pursuing regular music, how does your faith influence your artistry?
It influences it by how I present myself and what the content of the song is, like what the lyrics are. I feel like the songs that I write end up being very introspective. And so prayer I've been praying a lot recently is, Lord, search me and, show me how you see me, but and like also show me like myself, like the ugly things as well, because show me what needs to change. When I write my songs, I invite people to think that way and pray that prayer, to look inside and see what's going on and not blame everybody else for everything.
What are some of your influences?
Musical influences.
Musical, yeah, we could start with musical influences in general.
Musically, Jill Scott.
Oh my gosh. If y'all heard that song, what's it called again?
Long Walk.
Long Walk. If y'all heard Andriana sing the song, Long Walk, bro.
Well, see, so some people say like not some people say, it is a fact that it is an overdone song, but I love doing that song.
I can see that you love doing that song.
I love doing that song. Yeah, very blues and jazz influence, R&B, neo soul
influences in general. My mom. Love you, Mom.
I was literally thinking about my mom because my mom, would always tell people my mom's my favorite singer, and she was my first favorite singer. It's the reason why I wanted to sing as a child. But yes, that's my mama. That's my mama, and also my dad. Like he's very musical himself, and I've just always loved his ear and his style of playing, and finally being able to hear some of the songs he wrote, because he would hold on tight to them. And getting to hear him now has been a real big inspiration for me to continue writing as well.
I mean, y'all used to come together around the piano and just sing.
Yeah. And he used to play me to sleep sometimes. But he'd be on the piano, I'd just fall asleep on the couch.
This sounds like a Hallmark movie.
I'm grateful. It was funny because my husband, when we first started dating, and he'd be working on something on the piano, and I'd be at his house, and I'd fall asleep on the couch, and he would be like, "Am I boring you?" I'm like, no, you don't understand. This is my thing. I love this. Yes. This is how I grew up. I would fall asleep to the piano.
So you had 2 songs out, Roger That and Rise Up. It's on Spotify, guys. Please go check it out. Do you want to expand on the making of Roger That and Rise Up?
So Roger That really came out of a school project.
School project.
While my now husband was in grad school at MTSU, and he had to produce a song, and so we wrote it real quick and did it so he could have it for his project. Part of it felt a little forced just because it was for that, and I guess that's why I'm kind of cringy at it, but also it's like I was very inexperienced. I never felt like it was what I wanted it to be. Like I knew I wasn't where I needed to be yet vocally, or even as a songwriter. But you got to start somewhere.
You might be a bit cringy, but you started.
Yeah, and even in that, people still were encouraged by the song and really rocked out to it because of what it was talking about. So That's why I left it out there. I was gonna take it down.
I know. You told me to take it off that one playlist, and I was like,
but hey, yeah, you got to start somewhere. So that's my start somewhere.
Okay.
Song.
Now Rise Up.
Rise Up was a pandemic song.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we were locked in writing stuff. And that one came really easy, actually.
Okay.
Brian was in the house just playing around, making beats and stuff, seeing what would come. And he didn't even know I was writing. I was sitting on the couch and I was just like, And it was just coming. And I was like, hey, let's try this. And it just came like that. And we wrote the whole thing, was it in one day or a day and a half? Something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we called our friend Ro and asked her to write a verse and come lay it.
She wrote the verse, or?
She wrote her own verse. Yep. Yep, she's good.
We want more. We want more.
It's coming.
I know.
So it's been a while.
pressure.
It's been a while. And I've had like little tiny features on different things. But yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
I do have one question. So for Sammy's song, Holy Woman, and the part that, is that you?
Yes. Yes, it was.
I've always wondered. This may not make it in the video, but I just always wondered.
Yes, and that just kind of came out of nowhere too. Like I didn't know. I didn't go to the session expected to do all that.
Yeah.
We were just there doing background stuff.
And then
she was just like, try some stuff.
This gospel voice just came out. And I was like, that has to be Andriana. I'm telling you, it has to be Andriana.
Oh, well, thanks for recognizing me.
I mean, of course. Of course. What are some special projects that you've been a part of?
Actual projects or like?
Projects, performances, groups. Yeah.
I was able to help contract and sing behind Mickey Guyton and Kane Brown. And then I was able to sing behind Ed Sheeran once. That was nice. I don't know. I always have a hard time recalling stuff. I need to like think about these things more so I can talk about it, but I don't really like talking about it.
Understandable.
Like I said, We the Kingdom was with them. I was with Zach Williams.
And you sing with the choir room too?
Choir room. Yeah, I do a lot of stuff with them. Yes, Fred Hammond.
Fred Hammond.
Yes.
Let's talk about that experience.
I'm so grateful for that. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Fred Hammond, Kurt Franklin, John P. Key, Richard Smallwood, Donald Lawrence. They shaped what I know about music. So it was crazy to get to sing behind Fred Hammond with the choir room. Not only with the choir room, I was like able to do the session beforehand. I was able to help choreograph the dances we were doing, what we were doing on the Dove Awards with Fred. Yeah, me and my friend Sheldon and Jemiah. We call ourselves DC3.
Hey, y'all might be out there soon. This little group, DC3.
We'll see, book us. But we got to choreograph that, and it was really fun. Really grateful for that.
If you guys want to see it, it's on YouTube.
Yes,
go watch the Dove Awards.
2025. Fred Hammond.
There you go.
Just look at Fred Hammond Choir Room. Look it up. Oh, and more recently, I've got to work with Doe. And she is amazing.
I saw you tagged her on your Instagram. How did that happen? Can you tell us what you guys were doing? Or did you sign an NDA?
I think I can. No.
Okay.
Yeah, we were recording stuff for her live performance, her live recording. She's working on a full project, should I say?
Okay.
And yeah, and that's what it was for. It was to prep for her live recording project.
When you said prep, do you mean adding vocals? Okay.
Background vocals.
Okay.
These songs, just listening to the songs to learn them, I was like, I want to go in.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
But yeah, at the actual live recording, it was awesome.
Oh, I can't wait to have them.
Yes.
You probably can't talk about it more, but I'm gonna stop
That's
there.
all I know.
I'm gonna just stop there.
all I know.
I'm not gonna be the one that leaked anything. Okay, that is not my job. That is not my duty. Moving on. Is there anything that you want to leave the people with pondering on? If they didn't get anything out of this entire interview, what is one thing they should know about you?
I just hope that some of my story inspires somebody to do the thing.
Well, will be that one person that your story has inspired to just do that thing.
Yay.
So
Thank you.
of course. Well, people, this has concluded our first interview with Andriana. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something from it. I hope it inspired you. Like Andriana said, we hope that it touches at least one soul and inspires them to just do their thing. So please tell us where we can find you on social media, all the handles.
Yes. Find me on social media platforms under Hey Andriana Seay. That's HayAndrianaSing. It's a lot, but I'm going to spell it one more time. HayAndrianaSing. And yes, look me up on Spotify, Apple Music and stuff under Andriana. Look for the song Rise Up, and that is me.
Subscribe to this. If you want more, let us know. And we'll see you till next time.